Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. After years of silence, Janelle Brown has now chosen to reveal the horrifying truth about the strange money irregularities that have tormented the Brown family for years. Fans of Sister Wives have long theorized about the family's clandestine financial dealings, particularly those involving Kody Brown and his favorite wife, Robyn Brown. But now, armed with indisputable evidence, Janelle has presented hidden bank logs that reportedly indicate a convoluted plan of betrayal, embezzlement, and deception. Janelle's long-held suspicions serve as the foundation for the plot. Janelle, a lady who handled much of her own finances independently and took pleasure in her self-sufficiency, had a gut feeling that something was wrong with the family's combined financial resources. Despite contributing equally, or perhaps more, to the Brown family's endeavors, Janelle was regularly denied access to particular accounts and dismissed by Kody when she inquired about family investments. The trend was clear. Although Janelle and the other women tightened their belts, Robyn and Kody continued to spend lavishly, purchasing luxury products, expensive clothing, and eventually acquiring a big property solely in Robyn's name. Janelle's discovery caused shockwaves throughout her life. Janelle came across partial financial records while reviewing legal filings in the convoluted Coyote Pass land issue. Not satisfied with incomplete answers, she contacted a forensic accountant to obtain the full picture. The results were damning. The hidden bank logs revealed massive transfers of money from joint family accounts directly into Robyn's own account, which she started years ago. These transactions were carefully camouflaged, frequently branded with ambiguous or misleading business reasons. The forensic analysis discovered that over $450,000 had been stolen into this private account over the course of 4 years. Even more alarming were the related transactions, which showed Robyn funneling portions of that money into obscure shell companies created under aliases, but tied back to Robyn's jewelry business, My Sister Wife's Closet, which had been all but defunct for years. Fans finally understood why that company never seemed to progress or fulfill orders effectively. It was never about selling jewels. It was a ruse to launder and legalize cash secretly taken from the family's treasury. Janelle was crushed. For years, she battled to provide a life for her children, even living in an RV on Coyote Pass to save money, while dreaming of a home that never materialized. Meanwhile, Robyn and Kody discreetly enriched themselves behind her back. But Janelle didn't stop with discovery. Once she obtained the evidence, she sought legal advice to determine her choices. Given that family finances were mixed in a lawful business partnership between the spouses, and that fraud was clearly involved, the case quickly escalated into criminal area. The last nail in the coffin came when a whistleblower, an accountant who had briefly worked for Robyn's company, provided emails and receipts confirming Kody's specific instructions to move funds quietly to avoid repercussions from the other spouses. The operation looked to have been orchestrated not only by Robyn, but also with Kody's full knowledge and support. These instructions were damning, giving prosecutors everything they needed to proceed with charges. Local officials did not spend any time. Kody Brown was arrested on conspiracy to commit fraud, embezzlement, and financial abuse allegations, which were supported by overwhelming evidence. While Robyn was not originally detained, she was subpoenaed for extended interrogation, and charges against her were expected as investigators sorted through the massive amounts of records discovered by Janelle's forensic team. The arrest sent shockwaves across the TLC community and the Brown family's fan base. For years, allegations lingered about Kody's financial favoritism and potential mismanagement, but no one expected the adored patriarch of Sister Wives to face actual criminal charges. Under intense public outcry, TLC was obliged to release a statement distancing itself from Kody, pausing production of ongoing spin-offs featuring him, and suspending his contracts pending legal resolution. For Janelle, success was bittersweet. Exposing the secret bank logs did not undo years of treachery, or mend the emotional damage inflicted by Kody and Robyn's acts. However, it instilled in her a strong sense of fairness. She turned to social media not with gloating or delight, but with a genuine message to her supporters, underlining the necessity of financial independence, particularly for women in multiple marriages. Trust your instincts, she wrote. Ask questions. Demand transparency. Never let affection or loyalty blind you to lies. As the legal process continues, Kody is in custody awaiting trial, with bail set extremely expensive because to the potential of financial escape. Robyn's public appearances have nearly evaporated, with neighbors noting her reclusive behavior and increasing security around her property. Meanwhile, Meri and Christine have shown solidarity with Janelle, complimenting her bravery and promising to support the family as they deal with the impact from these discoveries. Janelle's revelation of the secret bank logs is more than just a personal success. It's a cultural watershed moment for followers who have long suspected favoritism and unfairness within the Brown family. It emphasizes the risks of financial involvement in unequal partnerships, particularly those with religious or cultural grounds for polygamy. This revelation could spell the end of sister wives as we know it, replacing contrived narratives of unity with the brutal realities of betrayal, thievery, and the guts required to confront chronic abuse. With creditors' lawsuits pending, potential federal investigations into interstate financial crimes, and Robyn's corporate empire in shambles, the once seemingly untouchable Kody Brown is suddenly facing his own reckoning. The collapse of his carefully created universe has begun, and Janelle is at the center, not as a victim, but as a survivor and whistleblower who has finally screamed, "Enough." Following Kody Brown's imprisonment and the revelation of Robyn's financial shenanigans, the Sister Wives universe entered a turbulent new chapter that no one anticipated. With the family in chaos, fans and critics alike began asking the same question. What happens next? The Brown family, once portrayed as an example of polygamist unity and tenacity, was now collapsing at breakneck pace, leaving each family member to cope with their own personal future, while the public waited with bated breath. The immediate result was a complete halt in production on any Sister Wives episodes including Kody. TLC executives, who are infamous for writing scandals for ratings, saw that this went beyond drama and into criminal area. Instead of proceeding with their initial production schedule, the network altered gears and began exploratory discussions about a spin-off based only on Meri, Janelle, and Christine's individual adventures. The internal working title was Sister Wives, Reclaimed, a docu-series about the ex-wives reconstructing their lives, careers, and relationships after Kody. Janelle, meanwhile, found herself launched into a new type of fame, not as a reality star embroiled in family conflict, but as a modern-day heroine of financial empowerment. She quickly became a popular speaker at women's finance courses and domestic advocacy groups. Several publishers wanted her to write a narrative about financial survival and betrayal, rather than plural marriage itself. The book, tentatively titled More Than a Wife, How I Took My Power Back, promised to be a bestseller even before the first chapter was written. Christine, who was enjoying her remarried life with David Woolley, offered to be Janelle's strongest champion. Their friendship grew stronger as Christine provided Janelle with emotional support as well as strategic counsel on how to deal with her sudden celebrity and the inevitable court battles that would follow. They collaborated on multiple charity efforts to help women escape toxic or financially abusive situations. Their social media followings grew, making them champions, influencers, and symbols of resilience for thousands of women around the country.